That's what a master would want too. So to help everyone else, to solve the mystery of this school,
That's right.
the only way I can help is if you connect me to the school's network. But if you did that, that's basically suicide. I'm positive the mastermind would find out about it. They'd find you and they'd... You agree, right, Kyoko?
So,
I realize how dangerous it could be, but still, I have to do this.
but
I'm scared, but I can handle it. Don't really understand why, but
still.
when I think about everyone else, my courage starts to grow. Might think I'm just some inhuman AI, but it's true. So it's okay.
I'm gonna do my best.
If it's for the sake of everyone else, I won't be afraid. Couldn't help but get lost in that voice. It was just too committed, too admirable, too fragile.
Hey,
You remember what you asked before, Makoto? You asked what the difference is between a person and a program, right? Yeah.
certainly.
When I talk to Alter Ego, I don't know. I have no idea how to answer that question. I think maybe that's a question even the program's creator can't answer. But I can say this.
Correct.
There's no question that Alter Ego is our friend. Kyoko. To be honest, I didn't want Alter Ego to push himself anymore. Because if we take any more risks, the mastermind really will notice it. But
Makoto.
let's do it, Makoto. Let's connect Alter Ego to the network. But
Hey,
he's our friend, so I want to take his feelings into consideration. And he says that he wants to fight alongside his friends.
now,
If you were in his place, could you just sit by and do nothing in this situation? If you saw everyone else fighting and doing their best, could you just look the other way? Or would you stand up? Stand up tall, next to everyone else, and tell them you're their friend.
So,
Hey, are you guys fighting? If it's about me, please don't.
I wanna believe in myself.
That's all you gotta do, Peter. I want to be able to say, I know I can do this.
Leave it to me.
Uh-huh.
listen.
And besides, there's one place where the mastermind might not notice. One place?
That's right.
Remember, there's another place beside here where there's no surveillance camera. A room without a surveillance camera. The secret room. That's it, the secret room you told me about. Definitely remember there was no surveillance camera in there.
Indeed.
And I do believe you can connect to the network from there. I remember seeing an Ethernet port on the wall. However, just because there's no camera there doesn't mean there's no danger. There's no way to be sure the mastermind isn't monitoring the network somehow. We'll also have to move Alter Ego, and the mastermind may spot us going into the secret room. If they pick up on any of this, then it's all over. You're right.
That's what we have to do.
But despite all that, I still think we need to try.
Correct.
Because that's our best chance of finding any new clues. Kyoko. In that case, will you let me carry him? There's no way you could hide him with what you're wearing, right? So let me do it.
It's true.
Okay, then I'll leave it to you. Thank you.
So then...
Then let's get started. It's gonna be a little cramped for you, Alter Ego. Bear with us, okay? Started packing him up right away. I closed the laptop and stuffed it underneath my jacket. It tickles? Shut up! You can't feel anything, you don't have nerves. You can't talk right now. I'm going to move you to another room. Until we get there, you have to be absolutely silent, okay? Understood. Your command has been implemented. Good. To have him react like a machine, like that all of a sudden, I didn't know how to react.
Makoto.
In the secret room, there are a bunch of different cables in one of the desk drawers. So there might be a network cable in there.
However...
Assuming the mastermind hasn't taken it already. Well, all we can do is go and check for ourselves.
It's true.
Let's head to the secret room. Well, I don't suppose I can teleport up there. It's on the 3rd floor, right? Apparently I can't. I can teleport up to the 2nd floor. Oh, it's on the 2nd floor? I thought it was on the 3rd. I guess I'm dumb. Over here.
Hey.
Hey, Makoto.
Why?
Are you sure all the documents are gone? I refuse to believe you. Go and check again. What?
Listen to me.
Just hurry up and go. But to make sure you don't run off, I'm gonna wait right here. Oh, I get it. She's acting. She was so forceful, I thought I'd made her mad again somehow.
Just a second.
Why are you just standing there? Hurry up and go. Okay, I'm going.
So then...
And be thorough. Counting on you. Okay. The secret room. Okay, first we have to find a network cable. Should be in the drawer. According to Kyoko, there should be a bunch of cables in the drawer. found it. This is a network cable, right? Now we just have to connect Alter Ego. I immediately got to work. Pulled out the laptop and connected it to the Ethernet port with the cable. And that should do it.
That's right.
I think it worked.
Leave it to me.
I swear I'll find something. Might even be able to connect to the outside world. If I can, I'll see if I can call for help. So please, just wait a little while longer. Just hold tight,
Do my best.
and put your faith in me. As I was about to leave, I decided to leave him with one last thing. No matter what, we're gonna get out of here. You and all the rest of us as friends. Friends? Even me?
Thank you.
Thank you, Makoto.
Makoto.
How'd it go? Well, it went okay, but all the documents were gone, just like I told you. My reply was an unintentional mix of acting and real feelings.
Correct.
I see. Then there's nothing left for us here.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Before I knew it, Kyoko was walking away. Wasn't acting anymore, that much was for sure. Kyoko.
What?
Huh? So we're just gonna split up?
Why is that?
Of course, I have no reason to stay with you at this point. Maybe, but isn't that a little too direct?
Whew.
Should I hesitate and fumble for something to say? You're so high maintenance. That's not what I meant. I just had more I wanted to talk to you about, like, what are you going to do about Sakura?
It's true.
Something has to be done, it's true.
However,
But the way things are right now, there's no way to persuade anyone. They don't have the mind to listen. Then what should we...
so...
If we can find some new clue that would likely change the situation, that's all we can hope for right now. Which is why Alter Ego.
Correct.
All we can do is wait and believe in our friends. You're right. That's our only option. We parted ways and I headed back to my room. Kinda tired, so I laid down in bed. Maybe it was because of the stress of moving Alter Ego, but I was way more tired than I realized. So before long at all, I had completely dozed off. Ding dong. Ding ding diddly dong. Alright. Sharp sound of the doorbell pierced my sleepy haze and pulled me back to the real world. Rattle.
Makoto.
Makoto, get out here. What's going on?
Indeed.
Hina just came to see me and she was white as a ghost. Sounds like something's happened. And what? As soon as I heard those words, my heart started beating a little faster. Suddenly found myself wide awake. She said for us to come to the rec room. Okay, let's hurry. What's wrong? Something's not right. In the rec room. There was a window on the rec room door and I hurried to look inside. And when I did... Sakura? Is she unconscious? She's sitting up in the chair like she's bowing her head.
Hey.
What's going on? Did something happen to her? I was just walking past and I happened to notice her through the window. I couldn't get the door open. I tried knocking, I tried calling her name, but she wouldn't respond. What should we do? What are we gonna do?
Anyway.
First of all, we need to get into that room. But the door is locked, right? And if we break in, we'll be violating school regulations.
Listen to me.
Going to force our way in. I just said,
Wrong.
the door isn't locked. It's not locked because the rec room door doesn't have a lock. Then why?
It would seem...
Feels like a door is pressing up against something inside the room. Is it a chair?
In other words...
This door isn't locked, which means, as far as I can tell, the rule doesn't apply. There's no problem if we break in.
Indeed.
Let's smash the window. That should be the fastest way. She been poisoned? Is that what this is? Inside the rec room, Sakura still hadn't moved an inch. She's just unconscious, right? Is she okay? I mean, it's Sakura, so I'm sure. Kyoko didn't reply. There was only silence. That silence didn't last long. Found a broom.
Makoto.
Please!
Okay, you two, stand back. Time to be manly. Window shattered into 100 pieces. Oh, good job. Scattering across the rec room floor. Stuck my hand through the now open window and started jostling the chair leaning against the door. Chair's pretty heavy, but if I can just... I pushed on it with all my strength, and finally the knob turned. Sakura! I ran up to her as fast as I could, but the moment I laid my hands on her... all I felt was cold death! Me death, ugh. The worst kind of death. I could feel only the last lingering warmth of a living body. Life had abandoned Sakura's body. And then... oh.
A body has been discovered!
Yep.
After a certain amount of time, which you may use however you like, the class trial will begin!
Yep. All-star apologies. Deadly life.
Danganronpa.
Well, shit.
Huh? Sakura's dead? She's really dead?
I heard Hina talking, but my eyes stared steadily forward. I could only look on at Sakura's dead body. We didn't make it in time. It's happened again. Muttering to herself, Kyoko began to gently inspect Sakura's body. I wondered, was she confirming that Sakura really was dead? Checking for a pulse or a reaction? I have to go get them. I have to go get the others. On shaky legs, Hina left the rec room. And why? Why did this have to happen? That's all I could say. I repeated it over and over again.
I
need to examine Sakura's body. Just stood there, motionless behind her, while she checked Sakura's corpse. Time passed. While I stood there, unable to do a thing, time just passed. And after I don't know how long, I got everyone.
What?
Yes!
So she's dead, huh?
I see.
Sakura's been killed, I see. As soon as they arrived, Kyoko began.
just a second.
You heard the announcement just now, right? So you know what this means.
Interesting.
Sakura was murdered, and by someone in this very room. Is that what you were going to say?
Huh?
No. Whoever killed her. It's not just someone in this room.
It's your fault!
It was one of you. Hiro Byakuya Toko. One of you killed Sakura. Hiro? Really? You suspect him?
What?
You're accusing us before we've even begun the investigation. I don't need to investigate anything. Because you hated her. You hated the sight of her.
I won't forgive you.
One of you did it, I know it. You know it?
Ba-bum, ba-bum.
Geez, I didn't know your power level would increase by that much just by getting mad.
What the heck?
What are you doing here?
Come on!
Isn't it obvious? I'm here to hand out my little murder flyer.
It's the Monokuma file! Yeah!
Don't get so mad, Miss Asahina, or you're gonna ruin that lewd little face of yours. Now then, with that, Hold on. There's something I want to ask you.
Huh?
It was you, wasn't it? You killed Sakura.
Say what?
Huh? Sakura wanted to challenge the mastermind to a duel. Maybe you and her fought again, and then...
In other words...
Then I killed her? Sorry, not quite. Actually, not even close. That whole thing is totally irrelevant now. Sakura came to a most regrettable end without even getting the chance to finish things with me.
Phew!
Which, thank God for that, saved me the trouble of having to go through that with our little fight. Because even for someone like me, it would have been no mean feat to take down a behemoth like that.
Hey,
I gotta tell you, I was actually pretty worried. I mean, she'd violated a rule by attacking me in the first place, but I wasn't able to punish her.
well, dime.
So I don't know who it was, but whoever the blackened is this time, I owe you one.
What is this?
You owe them one? You don't know who it is? Wait, what? Shouldn't you know who it is? Oopsie, before you get all pissy pot at me, you better figure out who did it first.
Shing!
Because, I mean, your lives are all on the line, right?
What is this?
He owes them one?
I won't forgive you.
I hate him. I hate this whole thing. I, for one, am glad it was Sakura. She was working for the mastermind, after all. How can you say that now? Sorry, I don't have time for your squabbling. The next game has already begun. If you want to be angry at someone, be angry at whoever killed Sakura.
Anyway,
Right now, our top priority needs to be uncovering Sakura's killer. If we can't do that, we're all dead. And let's decide who will stand guard this time. I'll do it. Hina, I'm okay. Just let me handle it. Besides, I want to be here with Sakura.
That's fine.
And Hina is guard number 1, but we need one more. Kyoko, that's you.
What?
Me. You're always a thorn in my side. This time, just stand by and watch quietly. Consider that an order. An order?
That's fine.
Fine, I'll stay behind. And it's settled. Let's begin, shall we? Hold on. Before that, there's something I want to say.
What?
Which is, Hiro, Byakuya, Toko, none of you are allowed to step foot in the crime scene.
It's your fault!
One of you killed Sakura.
I won't forgive you.
Won't let someone like that come anywhere near her.
Stop talking.
Don't be stupid. Our lives are in just as much danger as yours. We have every right to investigate. I don't care what you say. I'm not letting the one who killed Sakura anywhere near her. Even if it means I have to use force, you're not getting in here. Well, it appears further discussion would be a waste of time. How about a compromise?
It's all clear now.
I won't ask you to let all of us in, just let me. What? You don't really care, do you? You're both useless anyway.
Yep.
I'll just spend my time coming up with another splendid fantasy involving Master anyway. And you, Hiro, do you really object? If you're gonna go that far, what can I do? I mean, I don't have anything to hide, so why should I care?
It's all clear now.
Then it's decided.
What are you saying?
Nothing's decided.
Calm down.
I know how you feel, Hina, but you should agree to his request. But
Hey,
we have to find out who killed Sakura.
correct.
For those of us still alive, and to honor Sakura's memory. Fine, I guess that's okay. But no matter what, Byakuya, you absolutely aren't allowed to touch her. Naturally, who would want to touch a filthy dead body?
Listen.
That's enough fighting. We need to focus on the investigation from here on out. Everyone keep this in mind. If we can't uncover Sakura's killer,
Listen to me.
all of us face execution. Finding out who killed Sakura. It's not a matter of hoping we can do it. If we want to survive, we have to do it. It's a kind of hopeless hope. We have no choice but to just do it. Investigation time. Yep. The victim was Sakura Ogami. The time of death is estimated to be around 12 noon. Body was discovered in the rec room on the 3rd floor of the school. There's evidence of a strong blow to the victim's head. No other injuries were noted. However, it seems that at some point the victim suffered from a violent vomiting of blood. Yeah, she was poisoned.
Hey,
I think the case this time might be a challenge. Why is that?
so...
The only way into the rec room is the door we just came through. And that door has been jammed shut with a chair from inside the rec room. Which means the killer would have had to escape somehow after barring the door. So if the door was blocked from the inside and there was no way in or out till we broke the window, there's like zero escape, right?
In other words,
It's a locked room mystery! I love this shit! Yeah! Classic locked room murder. I guess you might see this kind of thing a lot in mystery movies or books or whatever. But could it really happen in real life? And right before our very eyes like this?
hey,
Are you curious to hear more about what a locked room murder entails? Sure, if you don't mind.
that's fine.
When you break down this kind of murder mystery, there are 4 basic types. First type is when the locked room is created after the actual crime is committed. This simply means that the killer commits the crime, then through some special method, seals the room. This mainly involves some sort of trick involving the locking of the room. Basic approaches include using a string or a simple mechanism. There are a number of variations. So for that, all we'd have to do is check the door to see if that's what it was, right?
Correct.
The second type is when the locked room already exists before the crime is committed. Oh.
In other words,
Basically, the killer uses a special contraption or tool from outside to target the victim inside. You push a switch and it fires a handgun. You shoot an arrow through a gap in the door, something like that.
however,
But in this case, that doesn't seem to fit. There are no guns or arrows in the school, and the door doesn't have any gap that would allow it. I think we can probably cross that one off the list.
it's true.
The third type is when the killer stays in the room until it's opened up. Opened up. What do you mean by that?
In other words,
They stay hidden, and when the door is opened, they use the confusion to blend in with the group. They pretend they showed up along with everyone else, and that's that. That sounds like it could have been possible, maybe.
it's true.
Fourth and final type is when it wasn't actually a locked room at all. Shouldn't there be... One of the types should be that the victim actually killed themselves. Because it's suicide. You could lock the room yourself and then just kill yourself. And that would work. But, is that not one of her types? Because it should be.
In other words,
By that I mean there actually is an alternate escape route somewhere within the room. You see this a lot in novels and things, but in reality it's generally not possible. Do you think we can cross that one off too?
Indeed.
I believe so, yes. So when it comes to locked room mysteries, those are the basics. There are 4 possibilities. Then, Kyoko, which of those 4 choices seems the most likely in this case?
It's true.
That's a good question. Answering that should be our primary focus during this trial. But right now, I can't really say. I see. The way the killer set up the locked room. Till I figure that out, the truth behind Sakura's death will stay hidden. Definitely a tough mystery. I need to concentrate and investigate as much as I can. For Sakura, if nothing else.